I was walking down the school hallway, and that's when I started to notice that something's wrong. Everyone I cared about has been systematically replaced. And finally, I want to scream, and I'm like, why are they replacing every single character with someone who is diverse?
We all see what has become of the Snow White 2025 live-action remake, but South Park actually warned us about it. Rachel Zegler, the star of this highly anticipated film, has found herself at the center of a media firestorm that has captivated people across the globe. Her dismissive comments about the original film have sparked fierce outrage, leading to unexpected consequences that even she couldn't have anticipated. South Park cleverly aired a parody that not only critiqued the Snow White remake, but also served as a prescient warning about the potential pitfalls of modern adaptations, effectively foreshadowing the chaos that would ensue. In a biting satire, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone depicted the chaotic production of the Snow White remake, showcasing the absurdity of Hollywood's attempts to modernize classic tales. The parody quickly went viral, leading to a flood of memes and public commentary. It highlighted the ongoing trend in Hollywood, where reboots often prioritize a heavily woke agenda over the essence of the original stories. The show's sharp critique resonated with viewers, who began to question the direction of the film and the motivations behind its reimagining. The parody featured exaggerated caricatures of Disney Studio and the film's producers, poking fun at their attempts to inject contemporary values into a story that many believe should remain untouched. By lampooning the entire situation, South Park effectively warned audiences about the potential pitfalls of the Snow White project, setting the stage for the drama that would follow. The episode not only entertained, but also sparked discussions about the balance between modernization and respect for classic narratives, making it a cultural touchstone in the ongoing debate.
The first animated film that had the kind of Disney magic that had depth, that had absolute, it was riveting, and it's based, of course, on a Brothers Grimm story.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird. So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince, or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, we cast a guy in the movie.
Zegler's remarks about the outdated nature of the 1937 classic ignited a backlash from fans who hold the original dear. Her dismissal of cherished elements of the story, such as the iconic character of Snow White, the fact that film was a love story, and the traditional fairy tale structure, coupled with the growing turmoil behind the scenes, set the stage for a perfect storm. The backlash intensified as audiences reacted to the South Park parody, which underscored the ongoing trend in Hollywood and the heavily woke agenda that many felt was undermining beloved stories. Critics argued that Zegler's comments were not only disrespectful to the original film, but also indicative of a broader issue in the industry, an obsession with modernizing classics at the expense of their core values. Social media erupted with memes and commentary dissecting Zegler's statements, with hashtags like boycott Snow White trending across platforms. Fans of the original Snow White expressed their outrage, while others defended her right to reinterpret the character for a new generation. The debate quickly spiraled, with many questioning whether the film could ever live up to the legacy of its predecessor. The tension surrounding the project only grew as more details emerged, painting a picture of a production fraught with challenges. As the public drama unfolded, the production team faced their own set of challenges. Reports emerged of creative differences among the filmmakers, with some advocating for a more traditional approach, while others pushed for a radical reimagining. This internal conflict led to delays in filming and a lack of cohesion in the creative vision for the project. Additionally, the pressure from Disney executives to deliver a commercially successful film weighed heavily on the cast and crew. The looming threat of financial failure created an atmosphere of anxiety, with many fearing that the film's reputation and their careers were on the line. Insiders revealed that morale on set was low, with some crew members expressing frustration over the constant media scrutiny and the negative public perception surrounding the project. Adding to the drama was the rumored friction between Zegler and her co-star Gal Gadot. Zegler's pro-Palestine stance contrasted sharply with Gadot's Israeli background, including her service in the Israeli army. This political divide raised questions about how their differing views might have affected the production and their on-set interactions. Fans began to wonder if the film's production was in disarray, with reports of on-set tensions and disagreements becoming increasingly common. The dynamic between the two actresses became a focal point for media speculation. Some insiders suggested that their conflicting political beliefs created an uncomfortable atmosphere on set, leading to awkward interactions and a lack of collaboration. collaboration. As the public became aware of this tension, it only added fuel to the fire, with fans taking sides and further complicating the narrative surrounding the film. Social media platforms buzzed with discussions, with some fans calling for a boycott of the film, while others supported Zegler. As the controversy escalated, tensions between Zegler and Disney executives became palpable. Canceled promotional appearances were officially attributed to scheduling conflicts, but insiders suggested that the real reason was to prevent further inflammatory remarks. Speculation arose that Disney might even explore legal avenues against Zegler for damages, fearing that her outspoken nature could jeopardize the film's success. The company seemed paralyzed, unsure of how to navigate the storm that had erupted around their star. Adding to the turmoil, Snow White has become the biggest box office flop among Disney's live-action adaptations, further complicating the situation for all involved. The film's failure to resonate with audiences raised questions about Disney's strategy for reimagining its classic properties. Executives were reportedly in crisis mode, scrambling to find a way to salvage the project and protect the company's reputation. Insiders revealed that Disney was facing mounting pressure from both fans and shareholders, with the company's once reliable formula for success seeming to unravel. The Snow White remake was at the center of the storm, and with each passing day, the stakes grew higher, and the potential for a catastrophic failure loomed large. As the media frenzy continued, Disney executives held emergency meetings to discuss the fallout. They considered various strategies, from rebranding the film to altering its marketing approach. Some suggested a complete overhaul of the film's promotional materials to distance it from Zegler's controversial comments. Others proposed a more aggressive public relations campaign to win back the hearts of traditional fans. However, the lack of a clear direction only added to the chaos, leaving many within the company feeling uncertain about the future of the project. As the controversy raged on, the audiences were split. On one side, fans rallied to defend the original Snow White, arguing that Zegler's comments were an affront to a beloved classic. Memes flooded social media, depicting Zegler as a villain in her own story, while hashtags like Boycott Snow White gained traction. Fans expressed their discontent through various platforms, organizing online petitions and calling for a return to the original narrative that had enchanted generations. The other side, small part of younger audiences, embraced Zegler's vision, seeing it as a necessary evolution of a dated narrative. They argued that the original film, while iconic, contained elements that needed to be re-examined with a more progressive value. This divide not only highlighted generational differences in media consumption, but also underscored the challenges of appealing to a diverse audience in today's cultural landscape. The debate became a microcosm of larger societal discussions about representation, inclusivity, and the role of art in reflecting modern values. This entire saga highlights a broader issue in Hollywood's reboot culture. As studios attempt to modernize iconic tales, they walk a tightrope between innovation and respect for tradition. Zegler's push for a contemporary Snow White has sparked debates about the balance between updating narratives and preserving their essence. Critics argue that while modernization can bring fresh perspectives, it can also lead to a dilution of the original story's charm and significance. Cultural commentators weighed in on the implications for the film industry as a whole. Many pointed out that the backlash against Zegler's comments and the subsequent parody by South Park reflected a growing frustration among audiences who feel that Hollywood is out of touch with its roots. The desire for representation and modern values is valid, but when it comes at the expense of beloved narratives, it can alienate longtime fans. This situation raises critical questions about the future of adaptations in Hollywood. Will studios continue to push for reboots that prioritize social commentary over storytelling? Or will they recognize the importance of maintaining the integrity of the original material? As the dust settles, Zegler's reputation hangs in the balance. While some fans support her vision for a modern take on Snow White, others criticize her for what they perceive as a disregard for the original. The question remains, will this controversy define her career, or can she rise above it? In Hollywood, the stakes are always high, and the pressure is always mounting. In the wake of the South Park parody and the ongoing media scrutiny, Zegler has found herself increasingly isolated. While she has her share of supporters, many from older generations have slammed her for what they see as a patronizing attitude toward the 1937 film. The internet has a long memory, and the fallout from this controversy could linger for years. Moreover, the potential for a lawsuit from Disney adds another layer of complexity to the situation. If the company decides to pursue legal action, it could further damage Zegler's reputation and complicate her future projects. The possibility of being embroiled in a legal battle with a corporate giant like Disney is daunting, and it raises questions about the power dynamics at play in Hollywood. In the end, the Snow White remake stands as a testament to the complexities of modern filmmaking. Can it rise above the chaos, or will it be forever remembered as a cautionary tale of corporate indecision and public outrage? The drama surrounding Rachel Zegler and Disney's Snow White will continue to captivate audiences long after the credits roll. As we reflect on this unfolding saga, it serves as a reminder of the delicate balance that exists in the world of adaptations. The intersection of tradition and modernity is fraught fraught with challenges, and the stakes have never been higher. The Snow White controversy not only highlights the difficulties of reimagining beloved stories, but also underscores the importance of understanding and respecting the cultural significance of these narratives. The lessons learned from this controversy will resonate throughout Hollywood for years to come. Filmmakers and studios may need to reconsider their approaches to adaptations, weighing the desire for innovation against the need to honor the legacy of the stories they seek to retell. As audiences become more vocal about their preferences, the industry must navigate these waters carefully, striving to create films that resonate with both new and longtime fans. Ultimately, the fate of the Snow White remake may serve as a bellwether for future projects. Will studios heed the warnings presented by this debacle, or will they continue to push boundaries without fully considering the implications? In a world where storytelling is constantly evolving, the challenge remains. How can we honor the past while embracing the future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on the latest Hollywood breakdowns, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell.